Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood investor. Hope you had a great day of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to analyze ETFs or exchange traded funds and mutual funds. For those of you who are not familiar, both ETFs and mutual funds are made up of different holdings like stocks, bonds, and alternatives. So the app I like to use is called Seeking Alpha. Let me switch to that app. So this is really good for tracking your portfolio, looking at analysis from or get opinions from other analysts or getting up-to-date news. So when you first open the app, you can see at the very top the three major indices: Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and NASDAQ. So for example, if I go to S&P 500 or the Spider SPY ETF, I can see the price, the performance for today, and then I see a chart under that. So this is the chart performance, the chart fluctuation for today. And I can see it for the past week, past month, 3 months, 1 year. And for those of you who like to look at the long term, you can see 5 year and 10 year. And as you can see, we're currently in a bull market. So the past 10 years were pretty much a hockey stick up. And under you can see the news, any relevant information or current events that mention this ETF. Next, I'm going to go into the returns. And under that, you can see the 52-week range. So $233.76 was the 52-week low, and the $293.94 is the 52-week high. So within that range, you can see where the current price is relative to that range. So if it's on the very high end, closer to 293, then we know it may set an all-time high, or it may dip, or if it's at the very low end of the 52-week range, then there's more potential for upside. Under that, you can see AUM, or asset under management. So there's $247.8 billion. You want this to be higher because there's a more liquidity, as well as what do you call it? With higher asset under management, then it's easier to get in and out of this position. Expense ratio, you want this to be as low as possible. So every year, this price to buy this ETF is built in to the ETF. And then next is dividend yield, so 1.97%, meaning every quarter there's $5.10 paid out. Actually, I think this is $5.10 is every year, but the distribution frequency is quarterly. So this $5.10 is broken up into 4 times, or it's paid out 4 times a year, and the total is $5.10 for the year. Next is strategy, and typically this provides a description of the ETF itself, or the fund. And in this case, it's tracking the S&P 500 index. Sometimes it may cover a specific theme or topic or region or specific market cap. So if you look at the strategy, you can see the overall what the purpose of this fund is. Next is holdings. So you can see a breakdown of the ETF. At the very top, you can see a pie chart, get a visual of what's the breakdown. Under that, you can see the specific sectors that make up this ETF. So S&P 500, you can see that's technology, 21.75%, financials, 15.82%, healthcare, 15.35%, consumer cyclicals, 11.73%, industrials, 9.85%, consumer staples, 7.79%, energy, 5.28%, communications, 3.56%, and then the rest are not as big holdings or don't make up as much as in the ETF. And you can see under that the top 10 holdings. So Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, Johnson Johnson, JP Morgan, Google, Facebook, and ExxonMobil. And to the right of that, you can see the percentage breakdown. And under all this, added up is hard to scroll down. Okay, 20.87% of the portfolio is made up of these top 10 holdings. And the number of holdings in this ETF is 507. So if you buy this S&P 500 Spider ETF, then you get a exposure to 507 companies. So let me do the same with the NASDAQ 100, the Qs or QQQ, ticker symbol QQQ. And as I mentioned, at the very top, you can see the price and the fluctuation or past day performance. And under that is a chart. So the past week performance, past month, 3 months, 1 year, and for the long-term holders, 5-year and 10-year. And under that, you can see the relevant news and current events that mention the Qs. All right, I'm going to go into holding or returns. So 52-week range, you can see $143.46 is the low and 187.53 is the high. Under that, asset under management, $62.3 billion. Expense ratio is 0.2%. Dividend yield is 0.88%. The dividend rate is $1.41, and distribution frequency is quarterly. Next is the strategy. So this provides a description of what the overall theme of this ETF is. So the Qs tracks the NASDAQ 100 index. So it's primarily technology stocks. So if you look at this holdings, the pie chart shows that 54.78% of this ETF is technology stocks. Next is consumer cyclicals, 19.21%, healthcare, 8.55%, and the rest are nominal. Top 10 holdings include Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, Facebook, Google, Class A share, Class C. So Google with the L is Class A shares versus GOG is Class C shares. Intel, Cisco, PepsiCo, and Comcast. So all these 10 companies, top 10, make up 52.76%. So these top 10 make up over half the portfolio. And if you buy this ETF, then you get exposure to 104 companies. So that's all for this video. Which ETFs or mutual funds are you looking into? Comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.